Hello, Skittles is cool here, and welcome to another episode of Fanfic of the Month. I have a new couch now! Yay! So yes, the show from now on won't be filmed on some cruddy old armchair. Now it's going to be filmed on a cruddy old couch! Improvements! But okay, enough faffing about. Today's fanfic of the month goes to When the Man Comes Around. It's quite a unique little fanfic, and it's also very reminiscent of another fanfic I did a long time ago called False Traitor True Hero. And here's, I'm for the sake of it, I'm just going to list off what the reasons like why it's so unique. First off, everyone's humanized, but they've still got like horns and wings. Well, not really. The unicorns have like wands and stuff, so yeah, magic and stuff. But all the Pegasus still have wings, so yeah. And it also has sort of its own lore, you can call it, because in False Traitor True Hero there was like a separate kingdom that wasn't Equestria, and the whole story sort of splits off into that. And in here it sort of has its own kind of lore, but not its own like. It's still in Equestria. So basically, there are these elite guards called marshals, and they basically keep the entirety of the country safe from peril and etc. So yes, it has its own lore, but at the same time, it doesn't lose its identity as a friendship is magic lore, if that makes any sense. So the whole fic starts out with our main character, who will remain unnamed for the rest of this review, just for spoilers and stuff. It travels into Ponyville, and he wants to deliver a letter to Twilight for reasons of fuck knows what. So yeah, and he ends up going through the rest of the main six. That are like Fluttershy, Pinkie Pie, Rainbow Daffy. He meets all the main six through his journey across Ponyville, and then eventually meets up with Twilight and gives her the letter. While at the same time, the entirety of Ponyville is preparing for a party to greet the marshals, because they're coming into town and they want to celebrate by having a party. But unfortunately, these marshals are kind of abusing their authority, and basically, long story short, completely trash the party and almost kill half of the cast. But then our hero comes in and basically saves the day, and I don't want to go too much into it because I don't want to spoil too much of it, because I want you to leave, I want you to be tempted, but at the same time not spoil the entire thing. Go read it for yourself if you wanna, if you're so curious. That's why I do this show, fucking hell. And also, this fic is the start of the author's own series called The Journey of the Graves. There's like a whole bunch of other fics, like, for this entire story arc. It's almost like one big story that's split up into separate fanfics. You should totally check it out. I'll link his fanfiction page in the description, so you can check out all the Story of the Graves stories. This one, When the Man Comes Around, is the first. I haven't had a chance to read all of them, but the first one I just thought was absolutely brilliant, and I just thought I might as well show it off here. So if you've read all, so go ahead and read all the other stories and tell me if they're any good or not, so I might want to just read them in my own time. So that's right, if you want to read this fic and the rest of the other stories for yourself, links in the description so you can check it out for yourself. My name's Skittles is cool, and I'll see you next time.